Hello everybody, it's Crystal. Welcome to my channel, Bagoday Crochet. So here we talk about everything that is yarn and crochet related with tons and tons of tutorials. So if you like that type of thing, hit that subscribe button. Today, I'm going to be showing you how to crochet that. It's a rectangle wrap that you saw on my mannequin. You know, it can be styled many different ways. It's so pretty. Beautiful, delicate, dainty. And you can use multiple different types of yarn for it. So this is what this stitch looks like here. Isn't that pretty? It's actually very easy. If you know the basics such as double and single, you will be able to make this wrap. Here's the opposite side. Pretty much looks the same on both sides. So like I said, it's a just rectangle wrap. They can be styled many different ways. And that brooch that you see on my mannequin was bought at Amazon, I do believe. Alright, so this particular piece right here measures approximately 75 inches long, and it's about 24 inches from top to bottom. All right, of course you can make yours any size that you want, and you can use this stitch for something else, because I'm going to give you the multiple of the stitch. So if you want to make a top out of this or something else, have at it. All right, you don't have to just make a wrap. You don't have to make what I make. I'll just show you how to make this and the stitch. After that, you can do what you want with it. All right, so for that particular piece there that you've seen, it was made using Ice Yarns Night Star is the name of it. Alright. And I did get this from iceyarns.com. It is a 17 wool, 7 viscose, 20 acrylic, and the rest of it is all metallic lurex. It is super sparkly. I wish that you guys could see how sparkly it is. It's very pretty. But you know what? Any yarn, it's going to look pretty in any yarn. Now this is a lightweight number 3, and there's 200 meters or approximately 220 yards. For that particular shawl, you're going to need about 1,000 yards of a 3-weight, or about 900 meters, something like that, of a 3-weight yarn. Now you don't have to use a 3-weight. You can use any weight that you want and any yarn that you want. Like I said, I'm going to give you the multiple so you can adjust it to your the size that you'd like. And I'm going to be using a size I, which is a 5.5 millimeter crochet hook. You guys ready? Let's do it. Alright, so this particular stitch is done in a multiple of 12 plus 2, which means that you just chain in multiples of 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, until you get to the desired length that you'd like, and then you add 2 more to your base chain. So a multiple of 12 plus 2. Now you want to follow along with me and make it to the approximate size that I mentioned in the beginning. You want to chain 242 chains. 242. Alright? Now, so once you get your chain of 242, this particular stitch has a foundation row of single crochet that we start on. So we're before we start row 1, we're going to do the foundation row. So we chain 242, and for the foundation row, what we're going to do is we are going to do a single crochet in the second chain from our hook. So we don't count this one that's on our hook. So 1, and there's 2. We're going to go into that, and we're going to single crochet like that. And then we're going to work across for our foundation row, putting 1 single crochet into every single chain until we get to the end. Just like this. Alright, so I'm going to continue with our foundation row, working 1 single crochet in every stitch of the chain until I make it to the end of the row. And that is where I'll meet back up with you. Alright, so I've made it to the end of my foundation row. Now, if you are following along with me, you should have a total of 241 stitches at the end of the foundation row. Alright, now we're going to start the pattern. We're going to start row 1 of the stitch, alright? We are going to chain 1 and we're going to turn our work. Now that chain 1 does not count as a stitch. It does not count as anything. So we're going to go right back in here and to the very first stitch here, right here, and we're going to put a single crochet, just like that. And now we are going to start the repeat of row 1. We are going to work a chain of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You don't want to make it extremely tight, just, you know, kind of not a real tight chain of 5. And then we are going to skip 3 stitches. Skip, skip, skip. 1, 2, 3. And then we are going to single crochet into the next. Just like that. And that is what we're going to do all the way across for row 1. How easy is that? So again, we're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're going to skip 3, skip, 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 and single crochet into the next one. Just like that. One more time, we're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip 3, 1, 2, 3, and single crochet into the next. And we're going to keep repeating this pattern of the chain 5, skip 3, single crochet in the next repeat until we get to the end of the row. And you should be able to end with a complete repeat, ending with a single crochet into your last stitch. All right, I'll see you at the end of row 1. All right, so I'm coming to the end of row 1, and you can see I've single crocheted, chain 5, and I do have 4 stitches that remain, so I'll be skipping 3, 1, 2, 3, and then I will be single crocheting into the last stitch, and that will end row 1. And now we just have chain spaces. All right, let's go ahead and start row 2. Row 2, we are going to chain 1 and turn our work. Again, that chain 1 does not count as a stitch. So we're going to go right back into this very first stitch here where we single crocheted on the previous row. And this time we are going to work a double crochet into that very first stitch. All right. And then we're going to chain 2. 1, 2, and we're going to start the repeat of row 2. We are going to put a single crochet into this next chain 5 space. All right, just one single crochet, just right into the space, just right through it, and single crochet like that. And then we're going to come to the next chain 5 space right here, and we're going to work 8 double crochets into this space. So without chaining or anything, we just single crocheted. We're going to yarn over and just go right into the space, and we're going to work 8 double crochets. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and there is 8, just like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, and then we're going to go and we're going to put a single crochet into the next chain 5 space. Just one single crochet like that. And then we are going to work a chain of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now that is going to end the repeat of row 2. So we're going to start again from where I said the repeat started, which is a single crochet into the next chain 5 space. Like that. So if you look, we have a single crochet here, a chain of 5 and a single crochet. And then we're going to jump to the next chain 5 space, and we're going to work 8 double crochets into this space. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and there is 8. And then we're going to jump to the next chain 5 space, and we're going to single crochet into it like that. Then we'll chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. And then again, we would start the repeat of row 2 again by jumping to the next chain 5 space and single crocheting into it. And then the next chain 5 space, we would do 8 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and then you would single crochet into the next chain 5 space, and then you would chain 5 again, and you would repeat. All right, and that's what you would keep repeating until you get to the last chain space of your row. And as you can see, I am at the last chain space of my row. So once I make it to the last chain space here, and I single crochet into the last chain space, instead of, you keep going till you get to your last chain space, and you single crochet into it, but instead of chaining 5, we will do a chain of 2 like that. And then we will double crochet right here into the very last stitch. That way the end here matches the beginning. I'm sorry. Double crochet right back into there. Just like that. So we started with a double crochet and a chain 2. And then we, right here, started a double crochet, chain 2, and that's how we end. So that's what it would start to look like. Of course, yours is going to be bigger than mine because I'm showing you on a smaller scale, because that black yarn would be very hard to see on camera. Okay, and we're going to go, once you finish that, we'll go ahead and start row 3. All right, so for row 3 starts the repeat rows of the entire wrap. It's rows 3, 4, and 5 are the repeat rows. Don't worry, they're not hard. So we are going to start row 3 by chaining 1 and turning our work. And again, that chain 1 does not count as a stitch. So we're going to put a single crochet right back here into this very first stitch. That's that double crochet from the previous row. We're going to put a single crochet into it. All right, now we're going to start the repeat of row 3. So we're not going to do anything right here. We're just going to skip this. And we're going to come over here and work in these double crochets right here. We're going to put a double crochet plus a picot into the next 7 of these 8 double crochets. All right, so into the first one, we're going to, into the first double crochet, we're going to double crochet on top of it, and then we're going to do a picot, and I'll show you how we do that. It's very easy. So we just double crocheted. Now we're going to do a chain of 3, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to come back down, and we're going to slip stitch I like to go into the front loop of the top of that double crochet we just did and into the side loop like that. And then you slip stitch, and that makes a little ball or on top like that. And this is what we're going to do across 7 of these 8 stitches. So we just did 1. Now again, we're going to go to the next one and we're going to double crochet into it like that. And then we're going to put a picot. So we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3, and then we come back down here, and here's the double crochet. I like to go into the front loop of it, slip stitch into it, and kind of the side loop like that. Do our slip stitch, and that makes that little round picot on top. Again, into the next one, we're going to double crochet like that, and then we're going to do a picot. So we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then come back down, and you can see the double crochet here that we just made. Go into the loop that's closest to you, and this loop that's on the side, and slip stitch. Now we're going to do this across 7 of the 8 double crochets. All right, we've already done 3. So we're going to continue, sorry about that, we're going to continue until we get to our last double crochet right here, okay? So doing a double crochet and a picot, and I'll meet up with you at this last one. Alright, so I've made it all the way across with my double crochets and my picots across 7 of the 8 double crochets, and here's my last one. We are just going to do a double crochet into the last one. We're not going to do a picot on that. All right, so we just double crochet into that 8th double crochet here like that, and what we're going to do next is single crochet into the next chain 5 space, so right here, just like that. And that will be the repeat of row 3. So we'll go ahead and we're going to do it again. So we're going to jump over here to our 8 double crochet from the previous row, and we're going to do a double crochet with a picot across the first 7. So we're going to double crochet into the first one, and then we do our chain 3 picot, that's 1. So we're going to jump to the next one and double crochet, and then we do our picot, that's 2. So we're going to continue that until we do the double crochet picot across 7 of the 8 double crochets. Alright, so I went across with the double crochet picot across 7 of those 8 double crochets, and again we just want to put a double crochet into that last double crochet of the 8 from the previous row. No picot on that one. And then we jump over here to this next chain space and we single crochet into it. And we're just going to keep repeating that pattern. Come over here, and of these 8 double crochets from the previous row, we work a double crochet and a picot across 7, and then just a regular double crochet in the last, and then we single crochet into the last chain space here. And we would just keep repeating that until we get to the last stitch of our row. Alright, so I'm coming to the end of row 3, and when you make it to the end of row 3, you should have just completed 7 double crochets with a picot on top of them, and then just 1 double crochet here at the end without a picot. And what we're going to do is the same thing that we did at the beginning. We didn't do anything right here. We're just going to do a single crochet into the very last stitch, skipping this space and everything. So just single crochet into the last stitch, and that will end row 3. And that's kind of what it looks like. Alright, so we're going to start row 4. We're going to chain 1 and we're going to turn our work. And again, that chain 1 does not count as a stitch. So we're going to start off by putting a double crochet into that very first stitch. Like that. And now we're going to start the repeat of row 4. We are going to do a chain of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to be working into these picot stitches. So we're going to skip 2 of them. Skip, skip. And we're going to put a single crochet into that next picot. So skip 2, skip, skip. And just right into the picot, we're going to single crochet. Like that. So we kind of got 2 picots here in this chain 5 space. Now we're going to chain 5 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now we're just going to skip 1 picot and a single crochet into the top of the next picot. Like that. And then we're going to chain 5 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to skip the final 2 picots of this space right here. And we're going to put a double crochet into this single crochet right here from the previous row that's in between these 2 picots here. So you see that single crochet? We're going to work a double crochet into it, all right? And that's going to end the repeat here for row 4. So if you take a quick peek, you can see what you have. You have a chain 5 and there's 2 picots in between. Then you have another chain 5 with 1 picot in between it. And another chain 5 with 2 picots in between it. And then we have a double crochet. That's in this single crochet. So we're going to repeat it again. We are going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we will skip 2 picot stitches. 1, 2. And we're going to single crochet into the next picot. Like that. Then we're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this time we're just going to skip 1 picot and single crochet into the next. Just like that. And then again we're going to skip or chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll have 2 picots left here to skip. So skip, skip. And we're going to double crochet into this single crochet here from the previous row that's in between these 2 picots. And we're going to keep repeating this pattern until we get near the end of the row. See that? So that's what it starts to look like. You got just chain 5 spaces with picots in between them. All right, so I'll meet back up with you near the end of the row, near the end of row 4. All right, so I'm coming here to the end, and as you can see, I'm working here on my last shell area here. I did chain 5 and I skipped 2 picots and single crocheted in the next. I chained 5 and I skipped 1 picot and I single crocheted in the next. I chained 5 and here I'm at the end. I have 2 picots. And we are going to end by double crocheting into the last stitch of our row. So it's just single crochet right here. So we got our chain 5, like I said. Here's our 2 picots. This single crochet right here is the last stitch of our row. We're just going to end by double crocheting into that single crochet. That's how we end row 4. So this is what it starts to look like. All right, now we got one more row to repeat. So we're going to do row 5, which is a chain 1, and we turn our work. And chain 1 again does not count as a stitch. So we are going to put a double crochet into the first stitch. So this double this double crochet right here, we're going to put a double crochet into it. Like that. And then we're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and we're going to start the repeat of row 5, which is very similar to row 2. So we are going to single crochet into this chain 5 space right here. Like that. And then we are going to put 8 double crochets into the next chain 5. It's actually the middle chain 5 here of this group of 3. It's the one that has the 1 picot in the middle of it. So we're going to work our 8 double crochets. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and there's 8. Sorry about my dog like that. He's a weirdo. And then we're going to put a single crochet into the next chain 5 space right here. Like that. And then we're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's going to end the repeat. And we're just going to start again from where we put a single crochet into the next chain 5 space. So right here. So we're back up, we're over here at the next set of 3 chain 5 spaces. And we're going to single crochet into the first chain 5 space here. Like that. And then we're going to jump to the next chain 5 space, which is the center one, the one with the 1 picot. And we're going to work 8 double crochets. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we will put a single crochet into the next chain 5 space right here, like that. And then we chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we repeat it again. So we would single crochet into the next chain 5 space, 8 doubles into the next chain 5 space, single crochet into the next chain 5 space, chain 5, and repeat. And you would just want to keep repeating this pattern until you get near the end of row 5. And that's where I'll meet back up with you. All right, when you come to the end of row 5 and I single crocheted in my last chain space. Normally we would chain 5 and repeat, but instead of chaining 5, what we're going to do is we're going to chain 2 at the end and double crochet into our last stitch. So right here at the end, we're going to put a double crochet into that last stitch, and that will end row 5, and that will end the repeat rows for this particular design. You would just keep repeating rows 3 through 5 until you get approximately 24 inches. Now you want to end on a row 3 repeat. So the next row you want to end. Let me move this out of the way here so I can show you. So you repeat rows 3 through 5. Take a quick look here at this one. And as you can see, you want to end on the picot row, which is a row 3 repeat. That way you got some nice picots here at the end. All right. So this particular wrap here, I said was approximately 24 inches, or it's got a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 of the shells. And remember, you want to end on that row 3 picot row to give it that nice picot design on the end. And that's it. Just remember, repeat rows 3 through 5 until you get it as big or as small as you want it to be. Otherwise, I did 12 of the 12 of the shells and ended on the picot row 3 repeat. And then you are finito. That's it. You have a gorgeous wrap that you can wear a night on the town, or wear it to Walmart, wherever you want it, whatever you want to do with it, or whatever else you decided to make with this stitch. All right. Don't forget to come show me on Facebook. I'd really like to see it. There's a link to that below in the description box. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Have access to all. It's free to hit that subscribe button. Have access to all my hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of tutorials, all free for you to enjoy. Anything you could ever want to make, multiples of them. Give me a like if you enjoyed. All right. I'll see you on my next one. All right. Take care. Bye, guys.